So welcome to the second section of the question. I'm going to answer just 4 questions. I'll leave it there. You don't need all of them. So question 3 says explain 5 functions performed by an entrepreneur. That is simple. You as a business owner, what are the 5 functions you perform? They stand as a middleman between the producer and the retailers, the host stocks, the risk takers. So let's go. Number 3. So number 1 is risk taking. They are engaged in risk taking. Risk taking. So the entrepreneur assumes the financial and operational risks associated with starting and running a business. And a business bearing the consequences of failure. That's number 1. Then number 2, so 5 function. Number 2, innovation. They are innovative. Innovation. So let's go. They introduce new products. They are innovative by introducing new products in the market people want. They introduced new products, services, technology, and improve the method of production. Bring the production to the market. Then number 3, organization of factors of production. They organize factors of production. Organization of factors of production. Organization of factors of production. So first of all, you state the point, then you explain. State the function, then you explain it. They combine land, labor, and capital in the right proportion. To ensure productive efficiency, to ensure productive performance or efficiency. That's number 3. Number 4, function, decision making. They also make decision making. decision making. So let's see what we have there. Just engage the decision making. Entrepreneurs makes key or important strategic decisions regarding what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce, and lastly, number five, we have effective management and control. Let me just say management and control. So how do the entrepreneur carry out this function? They oversee the day-to-day operation or activities of the business to ensure objectives are met and the venture remains profitable. So that's the definition of entrepreneur. So let's go to each of them is 4 marks. That's 4 times 5, that is 20. Let's go to question 4a. So what is effective demand? And say 5 factors that affect the demand of a commodity. So question 4a, effective demand. Effective demand, when you pay for an item you desire, not just going there to price. Effective demand. A definition is the desire is the, let me erase this part, the desire for a commodity, backed by the ability to pay for it, and the ability to pay for it at a specific price, and at a given time. So it's not merely a want, you have to back it up with ability to pay. That is question 4A. Then look at 4B. So you should explain 5 factors that affect demand. Number 1 is price of commodity. 4B. 1. Price of commodity. Price of commodity. Not just state, you're also to explain. So generally, come on, as price increases, demand will reduce. As price increases, the quantity of goods or services demanded will decrease. That's basic economics, will decrease. That is this will follow the law of demand. And vice versa. You can also explain further by saying, as demand decrease, price of quantity also increase. You can also say that as vice versa. Then number two, we have income of the consumer. Yes, it's another factor. This point are in the objective income of the consumer. So the amount of money you receive depends on how much goods you will buy. So an increase in income, usually leads to an increase in demand. An increase in demand for normal goods and vice versa. So you can still explain it to make it more, which is just the key point, to make it more voluminous. You can see put the other part. So number 3, we have consumer taste and preference. There's another one, consumer tastes and preference. Yes, such as Milo and Bonvita. So the more you like, if people like more Milo, they buy Milo, will sell more. Consumer taste and preference. Changes in trend, advertising, goods you don't know through television or radio, goods you don't know before, you might know them. Or fashion can shift demand for specific items, which is true for specific items. Okay, number 4, we are asked to list 5. Population size. Of course, the more people you have, the more demand for goods. Population size. Like I said, these points are in the objective. A larger population generally results or leads to higher aggregate demand. Higher aggregate demand for basic commodities. And lastly, number 5, price of related goods. Price of related goods. Price of related goods. So the price, of course, if your milk is too expensive, people may switch to Bonvita, just like that. If the price of substitutes goods, the price of substitute goods or complementary goods, let me say complementary goods increase the demand for that goods will decrease as consumers shift to other products. Yes, of course, we can't care ourselves for your products. Let's go to number 5 is too much. Let's treat number 6. Say define marketing board. Let's look at marketing board. Number 6. A marketing board. Marketing board. Marketing board, what is that? So marketing board is a statutory board established by the government to regulate. The question is in the objective, to regulate, or you can just pick the objective definition: to regulate, promote, and control the marketing and exports of agricultural produce. That definition of marketing board. Then B, let's see what you have at B. So state 3 functions of the marketing board. What is 6B? Number 1, we have price stabilization. So they buy commodities. That's what the US government do most. They buy commodities from the farmers themselves, so that they can sell at stabilized price. They buy commodities. That's why food are shipped in these nations. Commodities from the farmers at guaranteed price. So this is a win-win for everybody, as guaranteed. You know that you produce your goods, you can sell it at guaranteed price to protect them, from fluctuating market prices. Then two, quality control. Like I said, all these things are in the objective. You can look them up. Quality control. So they inspect and grade agricultural products to ensure they meet international standards. They meet international standards for exports. That is the second function. So number three, you can use provision of farm input. Number three, provision of farm inputs. So they provide subsidized seeds, fertilizer, or tools like farm tools to farmers to boost production. So that is the question to number 6A and 6B. Then number 7, they discuss 5 factors mitigating and build rapid industrialization in Nigeria. 5 factors mitigating against rapid industrialization. Number 1, no lights. We fall under infrastructure. Number 7, 1, inadequate infrastructure. Inadequate infrastructure. So poor electricity supply, and bad roads network, increase the costs of production cost of productions, and hinders logistics, which is true. Number 2, lack of capital. Okay, lack of capital, that is a major hindrance. Many people want to go into productivity, but they don't have the starting capital. Many entrepreneurs face difficulty accessing long-term low interest loans for industrial investments, That's number 2. Number 3, we have political instability. Number 3, political instability. We have so if there are coup and counter coup in a country, it will lead to instability in the country. So frequent change in government will also lead to change in policies. When changes in government, policies create uncertain environment for long-term industrial investments. Then number 4, lack or shortage. Is going to use shortage, not lack. Shortage of skilled manpower. So if you have shortage of skilled manpower, production will decrease very rapidly. So a lack of the necessary technical expertise or know-how, limits the ability to adopt advanced industrial technologies. So this is all we can take. Stay tuned to the channel for civic and agric. See you in our next video, and good luck.